Hello again, this is Russell with East Valley Property Management coming back again with our video blog series, and so today's topic is kind of a part two to our previous about security deposits and what it means to a landlord. And so this one, what we wanted to talk to is the tenants. Returning the security deposit to a tenant is probably one of the hottest button topics that we experience. Quite often, we have the deposit, we do a move-in inspection, so we record the condition of the home before a tenant moves in, and then a year later, 2, 3 down the road, they move out, and we do a move-out inspection. Now, our goal is to always get just hundreds of photos and document the condition of the home before you move in and when you move out, and we compare those two. And if there's changes, if the home isn't clean enough, if the carpets aren't cleaned, there's holes in the wall, landscaping issues, we use that deposit and we will use it. So one of the biggest complaints we get from a tenant is, hey, East Valley, we left the home cleaner when we got it. We've heard that a lot of times. And so some people wonder, do tenants ever get their deposit back? And the answer is yeah. And in fact, we love to give the full deposit back to a tenant because that just means our life is easier. I don't need to hire a cleaner, a carpet cleaner. I don't need to hire anyone because the home's ready to go, ready to put a new tenant in there. That makes our life so much easier when it is just ready to go. And so there is no advantage for us to send people in to work on a home or use the deposit for things that aren't needed. So our goal is to give the 100% of the deposit back. And so what are some attempts? Sometimes people forget to look at a baseboard when they've lived in a home 5 years. Baseboards can get thick with dirt, window seals, blinds, fans, under the refrigerator. So those are some of the things that if you're not looking, could get you dinged for some cleaning. In the lease agreement, we asked that the carpets be professionally cleaned when you vacate, and to give us a receipt, because we've found sometimes we do an inspection and we can't tell if it's been cleaned, but yet then there's this receipt. So that helps us understand, hey, is this carpet just ready to be scrapped? I mean, was this really cleaned or not? And sometimes if it doesn't appear to be clean, we can call that carpet cleaner and send them back to finish their work. We try to always provide you with the contact info of our vendors because we have a working relationship with them. They know the things that we look for. And so if you find yourself moving out of a home, we invite you to get some of our vendors to go in and help you out. A lot of times we understand you've lived in a home for 1 to 5 years or longer. You live there, there's some marks on the wall, there's a hole here and there. You've lived in the home, and there's some wear and tear things that you as a tenant need to be aware of. And so take care of those things ahead of time, and so when you move out, we can give you that whole deposit back, and use our vendors in case the job wasn't done properly or they didn't understand. We can send our guys back and get them back in the home to fix the issues. But again, the move-in inspection and move-out inspections are critical. Document yourself the condition of the home, and we can always compare notes. It's not a perfect process, and so a lot of times we have a tenant come back and say, hey, that you charged me for some damage. Well, that was pre-existing, and we'll go back through our records and find, oh, you know what, this guy is telling us the truth, and we are more than happy to correct mistakes if they're made. And so if you have questions, feel free to give us a call. Again, this is Russell with East Valley Property Management, and I thank you for watching.